love you all. Welcome all you lovers to the Florida Love Show. This is your love hour right before happy hour, sponsored by Florida Love. Join us each week as we spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love. Now, back to spreading love.
This is for you, Kenny. It's the Florida Love Show, paying love forward is the theme. It's the Florida Love Show, hosted by Kenny and his dream. Every special guest brings their love to the set, and the interview flies, it all comes alive like a duet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. In the Florida Love Show, Kenny in red is your guide. He wears many hearts, so he has a very special side. In the Brooklyn Cafe, it's a big love buffet. With roses galore, man, you are adored. Come take a bouquet. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, plan your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Show your love wherever you can. Shine your light, follow this man, live your dreams, make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Shine your love wherever you can. Shine your light, love this man, live your dreams, make your day. If you love them, you are on your way. Give the gift of love and pay it forward and go. Give a kiss, give a hug. It's the Florida Love Show. Love you, Kenny.
Mwah. Mwah. Love you, Sha. So Sha's here today. She's going to be singing love songs galore today. Love you, Sha. Love you, love you, love you. And also, we have Hilary, Dr. Hilary Taylor, here today. And I love you, Hilary. Love you, love you. Yes, hearts. Love you. And we're going to be loving Hilary's ex-boyfriend who passed in 2013, Jeffrey, and Jeffrey Kastner. And so I'm dedicating the show to Jeffrey. I love you, Jeffrey. Life is short. I say this every show. What are we waiting for? Let's go out and just love each other. So I'm Kenny Love. I'm the founder and creator of the Florida Love Show, Florida Love. We are a nonprofit, a 501c3. We have groups on Facebook, Love is Free, that you can share on. We have Love Circle. We have Roses for Change. We have Florida Love Dating and Networking, which has right now about 23,000 people, growing thousands a week. We have also Love Songs, which has 310,000 people. So please join these groups. It's amazing. 310,000 people and growing thousands a week. And then we have Love Will Keep Us Together, where we just love each other, a hug and a kiss, like the song says, and say, I love you. And so please join Love Will Keep Us Together. So Florida Love, everything on Florida Love is free. Love is free. Love is just because. I give out thousands of roses just because. Say I love you. It's called Roses for Change Love Marches. And today I was in Publix getting my roses, handing out roses to everybody, and everybody was lighting up. That's what love does. It lights people up. Love is everything. To love and be loved is the ultimate happiness. So I'm going to play, after George Floyd passed, I handed out thousands of roses to every African American, and the news picked it up. So I'm going to play you the two newses that picked it up. Please play the newses.
Welcome back. Now at 5:30, who couldn't use a little love right now?
One Pompano Beach businessman is making it his mission to spread love all around by giving out the flower of love to random strangers. CBS 4's Lisa Petrillo has this heartwarming story.
There's an old song with lyrics that say what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Ken Lehrman is living that moment in a movement he created called Roses for Change.
We love you.
The idea for Roses for Change came about after the death of George Floyd and the turmoil that followed.
I felt their pain. And for me, I don't see color. I mean, I see us all as human beings. And we all can love each other. I mean, love is simple.
Ken, who owns his own printing business for 35 years, appropriately named the Happy Printer, decided to spring into action, purchasing dozens of roses he could hand out.
The first thing I did was I went to Whole Foods, and I also went to Publix, and I gave out roses to all the African Americans in the store. And I said, I love you. And they said I love you back. And they said, God bless you. And they said, we need love more now than ever before.
Ken was so moved by the response, he posted pictures on Facebook, receiving 600 likes. Suddenly, Roses for Change on Facebook was born. His followers wanted to join him, buying roses too, and it's now become a movement, spreading love to people of all races. We recently caught up with them in Boca Raton.
I just want to say I love you. Have a wonderful day.
Michelle Bellman, who had never met Ken in person, wanted in on the love train and came out on this day to volunteer.
His message is just of love, and love yourself and love one another. And he speaks to my soul, and he speaks to me because I love to spread love as well.
Some were skeptical, wondering if there's a catch to these random acts of kindness. But for those who understood it, it meant the world.
I think it's just amazing. This is really, really nice. You're really showing your love. You're taking your time to do this. Just amazing. And the red flowers, forget it. Just bringing brightness to this world. It's much needed. Thank you so much.
Seriously, so sweet.
Can you imagine what a world it would be like if we just all gave roses to each other instead of what's actually going on? Like, to me, that's a way to spread a message. Spread the message of love.
Lucky me, I received my rose. For more information on Roses for Change when they meet every Friday, go on to our website at cbsmiami.com. I'm Lisa Petrillo, Smelling Sweet, CBS 4 News.
We're continuing to bring you inspiring stories from our area about people changing their communities for the better. Tonight, WPTV News Channel 5's Chris Gilmore shares the story of a man on a mission to spread love, one rose at a time.
Roses are red, and Ken Lehrman's suit is too.
Love you, Anthony.
If you see his bouquets, he has a message for you.
Man, love you, brother.
The 55-year-old loves love,
I love you.
and he now uses roses to let people know it.
I love you.
There's some pain behind Lehrman's purpose. His Roses for Change campaign began this summer after he and people across the country witnessed the fallout following the death of George Floyd while in police custody.
How can one human being do that to another human being? Like, I was crying when I saw it.
Armed with roses and a message of love, Lehrman says he wanted to reach those most affected.
I got to give this to all the African Americans. They're hurting.
His message has since caught on both online and in Palm Beach County, where he regularly shares love and roses to people of all colors. We caught up with Lehrman with 100 of his favorite flowers in hand at the Milagro Center in Delray Beach.
A lot of learning goes on every day here in the Milagro Center, but today's lesson consisted of some flowers and 3 words. going a long way.
I love you.
I was surprised, and I was like, oh, I love you too.
A lot of these teens say it's been a while since they've heard those words directed at them, and even longer since they have been given flowers.
It was kind of weird at first. I was like, roses, giving someone flowers. It was kind of weird because I didn't expect that, but it's pretty nice. It's a really nice gesture.
He said, I love you, you stay safe, and he told my grandma happy birthday too.
Lerman says he hopes the connection he makes with strangers leaves a lasting impact.
That's my mission every single day, to spread love in the Florida community and transform the world with love.
Because maybe all you need is love. In Delray Beach, Chris Gilmore, WPTV News Channel 5.
And you can help us share stories that are inspiring South Florida. Just send us your ideas to inspiringSFL@WPTV.com.
So, love you, Lisa Petrillo. She was the first reporter. She's the one who said, smelling sweet. And love you, Chris Gilmore. He was the second reporter, and he said, maybe all you need is love. Here we say, all you need is love. Love is everything. Love is the answer. Just by saying the words, I love you, spreads love to the whole world. So we're about world love here at Florida Love. And we spread love to every human being. So all human beings love each other. And God is love. So as my last show, God is love, right out of John from the Bible. So God takes love and spreads it like wildfire. So when I say I love you to one person, it spreads to the whole world. That's how powerful love is. Love is the most powerful. Matter of fact, it's the most powerful three words in the human language, in our language. I love you. So I want to say I love you. Oh my God, Dean, I love you, love you, love you, Dean. So Dean was on the show. Dean, he teaches kids about artwork and how to prepare artwork for Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation. He's an artist. He's incredible. He's pure love. He's got beautiful artwork. I love you, Dean. Please keep the comments coming. I love you, Grace Weiler. Love you, love you, love you. I mean, Grace is just such pure love. And yes, let's keep spreading the love, Grace. Let's keep spreading the love. And Ron Lester, Ron Love commented in, Ron, I just saw him on LinkedIn. I was spreading love on LinkedIn. And Ron goes, is that the love man, Kenny Love? And I was like, that's Ron Love. Ron Love, I love you, love you, love you. That's what love is all about. I love you, Ron. I love you, love you, love you. I mean, it's just, I love you, love you, love you, Grace. I love you, love you, love you, Dean. Please keep the comments coming. Let's all love each other. And we're spreading love all over the world. So, for me, love is everything. And like I said in the first news, can you imagine a world if we all gave roses to each other? Well, my answer is yes. That's what I live for. And life is short. I could pass right now on this show. So I say I love you to everybody. So I want to say I love you to everybody in the studio. So I love you, Sha.
I love you, Kenny. Love you, love you, love you.
Love you, love you, love you. Is your mic on?
It is.
Okay. Hilary, I love you, love you, love you.
I love you too, Ken.
So I just want to say, so these are my parents, okay? So this is my parents, okay? So this is Benny Love and Julie Love, okay? They are the loves of my life. My dad passed June 10th, 1996. I miss him every second of every day. My mom is still here. She doesn't want me to say her age, so I'll say she's 21 years old. And she's gorgeous, and these are the loves of my life. And they gave me life, so I owe them my life. Could you imagine if everybody treated their parents like, or kids like they owed their parents their lives? I owe my parents my life because they gave me life. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for these two. So, Hilary, I love you so much, Hilary. I love you so much. So I just want to show you some really beautiful pictures. So Hilary, who's this?
That is myself and my daddy.
Daddy. Yeah. So
My
that's
father.
Harold, right?
That is Harold.
Yeah. Pure love, your dad.
Absolutely.
Pure love. And
What a great picture.
And he made posters.
who's this
Ba-dum,
gorgeous
bum,
woman
bum.
next to you?
That's my mommy.
Okay. Rosie, right?
Rosie.
Rosie, right? Love, love, love your parents, Harold and Rosie. Love, love, love. So, how long have they been married?
I'm probably going to get this wrong, but my brother is 45, so I want to say maybe 47 years.
So 47 years. So this is what love is all about.
It's beautiful.
So, I just love your parents so much because of this. They are so in love.
They are so in love.
They're so cute.
They are so
Do you
adorable.
see this kiss?
They are so cute.
You see this kiss?
Super cute.
Yeah, I think that was an anniversary. Yeah,
So this is what love is all about.
100%.
Your parents are so in love. I love this photo. I mean, I'm in tears every time I look at
Can
it.
I have that?
Huh?
Oh, it's for me?
Of course. All of these are for you.
Oh boy. There's
That's
going
what
to be a
love is all about,
shrine
just
of
because.
me in their home. My brother is going to be so excited.
I love your parents so much. I love them so much. So, who's this?
That is Jeffrey.
Yeah, so how did Jeffrey pass and when?
Jeffrey passed in 2013, in October, on a motorcycle. Early in the morning, he went out to work and hit a curb. I think the story is, and I believe was pretty much dead on arrival at the hospital.
Yeah, so life is short. Did you ever expect Jeffrey to just pass like that?
Yes and no. Obviously, nobody expects anybody to pass, but there are consequences of living dangerous lives. And I became aware that that his drinking was out of control, and that always, addictions have consequences.
But can't anybody just cross the street and get hit by a car? Just
Absolutely. I know somebody that was walking one morning and got hit by a tree.
yeah, or COVID killed a million people in the U.S.
Absolutely can happen
So
any
what do you
minute.
love about Jeffrey? He's your ex-boyfriend. What do you love about Jeffrey?
He is probably the kindest person I know. Just loved animals more than humans. He saw the fault in humanity. And I loved his quietness, his just the way he could just be. But there was a lot behind it.
He was your best friend.
He was.
He's still your best friend.
In many ways, yes, and I still talk to him.
Yeah, yeah. So how did you find out he passed?
His mother, I guess, found me on Facebook Messenger and messaged me.
So you were with him for 10 years, from 2003 to 2013.
On and off, yes.
And had you met his mother?
Not at that point.
No, so you hadn't met his mother, but you got a text. She found you on Facebook that he had passed.
Yes, and obviously I had made enough of an impression on her, or she at least knew about me, to reach out to me.
Yeah, so his mom's name is Margie, right? I love Margie.
I love Margie.
Yeah, so Margie, if you're watching, I love you. And also Rosie and Harold, if you're watching, I love you. And, when I was in tears when I made Jeff's slideshow, because I look in his eyes, there's so much love. That's why I blew up this photo like this. There's so much love. So, Margie, I love you. I love you. So this is Margie, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And how did you get these photos for me?
She sent them to me.
Yeah. Yeah, she loves you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely, she tells me, and I tell her.
Yeah, she loves you. And I love this photo. I'm going to start crying. I love you, Margie. I love you, Jeffrey. This is so beautiful. This is what love is all about. And he passed on a motorcycle.
He did.
Life is short, so we have to love each other while we're still here. So I love you so much, Hilary. I love you so much. this whole week getting to know you, and you just have the hugest heart of love. So I could see why you and Jeffrey were together. So what's it like? What's it like to see this photo?
I've seen the photo before, so I love seeing his mom, obviously, and I'm glad that she's, I believe, finally doing okay. It's coming on, this will be 9 years this October. So, there's grief. There's a cycle of grief, and the best part of being alive is that we get to move past that grief, and that's why I'm so passionate about what I do and why I do what I do, is because there is a time to sit in the ick and grieve and cry and do whatever that looks like to you, and then there's a time to pick up the pieces and move on and accomplish goals and have a beautiful life. And Margie does, and she has 2 beautiful grandchildren, and I wish her the best.
Yeah, so love you, Margie. Love you, Jeffrey. So I just got to show everybody Jeffrey again. So the show is dedicated to Jeffrey. Beautiful. I love you, Jeffrey. So amazing. So on the show today, we're going to be loving Ukraine. We're going to be loving autism love for Autism Awareness Month. So right now, I'm going to play a video because this is what happens when you take somebody for granted. And like we were just saying just now, Hilary, you got to love people while they're here. Like all of a sudden, Jeffrey passed in October 2013, and you get a text.
And you have to make the most of your life while you're here.
Yeah. So I'm going to play this video where a husband takes his wife for granted, and you're going to see what happens. So please play this video.
Hey.
You all right?
I wanted to go for brunch on Saturday, so I was thinking we could book something. There's this really nice restaurant.
Yeah.
I thought we could go.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah. 20 minutes. Pen?
Sorry.
Thank you. Yeah. See you later, yeah?
Bye.
Okay. Yeah,
Love
okay.
you.
Be there.
Mr. Clark? Is that
Okay.
Mr. Daniel Clark?
Yeah.
This is Dr. Cohen from Kensington and Chelsea Hospital.
Yeah.
Calling to inform you that this morning your wife was involved in a serious road incident. She passed away en route to the hospital, and I regret to say there was absolutely nothing more we could have done.
I hope this never happens to anyone, but the harsh truth is that it does. Often we're so engrossed in our work that we forget to value, appreciate, and recognize those that we're actually working for. We get so wrapped up in our own lives that we forget the people that make up our life. I know people who regret the last words they said, and others who never really got to share how they genuinely feel. Whatever is taken for granted will eventually be taken away. That's when we end up missing the most the person that we least appreciated. Because we never think the last time will be the last time. We think we have more, but we don't. Focus on those that you really love.
I'm getting very emotional. This is going to be a very emotional show for me because love is spreading. God is spreading love. So here's a husband and a wife, and his last words to her are, "Can I have a pen?" Not "I love you." And she says, "I love you." And she was about to go to brunch with him that Saturday to tell him, "Oh, love you, Ron. Love you, Ron. Love. Love you, love you, love you, brother. Love you, love you, love you." Oh, I'm so moved. She was going to go to brunch with him to tell him she was pregnant. Oh, love you, Ron. Love you too. Love you, Ron. Oh, isn't love amazing? And it never happened because she passed in a car accident. Just like Jeffrey. He passed in a motorcycle accident. Do you remember your last words to him?
It was a long time ago, so I'm gonna say no. No, I really don't. I think I heard that he got a new motorcycle, and I think I had expressed my concern. And I just said, be careful. So that may have been one of the last messages, but.
So that was your last words. You got a new motorcycle, and you expressed your concern about him getting a motorcycle. Were your last words, "I love you"?
Probably not. We weren't together at the time.
Did you say "I love you" to each other?
Yes. Yes. I take the word love seriously, so I don't say it often. I've learned to say it more often around Kenny. But I'm very selective with who I usually do say that to, and I think he was the same.
Yeah, I love you, love you, love you, Hilary, so much. Love you, love you, love you. And so the last words were about him getting a motorcycle, and then he passes. So, you know, we don't think about what our last words are to people, and then that they could pass in a second. So my last words to everybody are, "I love you." I love you, Sha.
Love you, Kenny.
So Sha and I all week say "I love you" back and forth. So I love you, Josh. Love you. Josh was on the show last week. I love you, Cole. So Cole, can you come up here a second? So this is what love is all about. Yeah. I want to move this out of the way. So Cole, come here, buddy. I love you. So Cole, he's like amazing. So he jumps in this week and he just says, "I'm going to take your photos for you." That's pure love.
Hey, I love you, Kenny.
I love you, Cole, so much. I love you, Cole. This guy's got the biggest heart. I love you. Love you so much. So that's what love's all about, just because. So one of my rocker superstars, matter of fact, one of my favorites, passed a few months ago. And I still cry when I think of him. And this song that I'm going to play shortly is my favorite song. And I'm never going to get to see him in concert again. So I just want to say, I love you, Meatloaf. And so please play my favorite song.
Some days it don't come easy, and some days it don't come hard. Some days it don't come at all, and these are the days that never end. And some that you breathe and fire, and some that you carved in ice, some that you like nothing I've ever seen before. I will again. And maybe I'm crazy, oh it's crazy and it's true. I know you can save me, no one else can save me now but you. As long as the wheels are turning, as long as the bells are burning, as long as your dreams are coming true, you better believe that. I won't do
Will you raise me up? Will you help me down? Will you get me right out of this God-forsaken town? Will you make it all a little less old?
I can do that. Oh, I can do
Will you
that.
make me some magic with your own two hands? Can you build an emerald city with these grains of sand? Can you give me something I can take home?
Oh, I can do that. Oh, I can do
Will you care to every fantasy I got? Will you hold me down with holy water if I get too hot? Will you take me places I've never known?
I can do that. I can do that.
Sorry, I've been around. It'll all turn to dust and we'll all fall down. And sooner or later, you'll be screwing around.
I won't do that. No, I won't do anything for love. Oh, I would do anything for love. Oh, I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. No, I won't do that.
Oh my God, I'm getting so emotional. Woo! I'll do anything for love. Anything for love. Because love is everything. And the ultimate happiness and freedom and peace is to love and be loved. So, takes my heart away every time I watch that. So I'm going to love Ukraine right now because they need more love now than ever before. So I'm just going to read this. Ukraine, lifting all Ukrainians in sincere, heartfelt prayer. Dear Lord, protect all families, their children, make their spaces safe, provide for all their needs and comfort them. Sending prayers of love, peace, hope, and healing. God will prevail. Amen. The world love is depending upon Ukraine winning. World love. The world. So, amen, amen, amen. I love you, Ukraine. So, I'm going to play for you the leader of Ukraine, the president, Vladimir Zelensky, who happens to be Jewish. I'm Jewish. And my father was from Ukraine. He was from Odessa and Kiev. So I'm going to play his Valentine's message from this year because his Valentine's message, you just have to see what pure love the president of Ukraine is. So please play his Valentine's message.
Good evening all. It is February 14th, 2022. Me and my wife are recording this video for a reason. It is very important to show to everyone now that we are together, we are home, we are in Ukraine.
We congratulate all this Valentine's Day. We want to say let's love each other and let's love Ukraine.
So let's love each other and let's love Ukraine. So I just want to read that again because Ukraine, lifting all Ukrainians in sincere, heartfelt prayer. Dear Lord, protect all families, their children, make their spaces safe, provide for all their needs and comfort them, sending prayers of love, peace, hope, and healing. God will prevail. Amen. And God is love. So I love you, Ukraine. I love you, Vladimir Zelensky, the president. So I'm going to play where Vladimir Zelensky talks about his children because he's just pure love. And I want you to see that he's who he is. So please play when he speaks about his children.
How are your wife and kids? Are they okay?
Normal. Thank you so much.
They're okay?
Yeah.
How old are your kids?
My daughter is almost 18 and son is 9.
I have a 12-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl. So it's very...
You understand me? 14 years ago, I think we understand.
Yeah. I call my daughter and she's like, can't talk, Dad. Very busy.
Not now.
Very busy.
Yes, I know it. Without knocking to the door, I can't speak with my daughter.
Right.
That's good.
I know you're not observant, but it's Passover and it's the Jewish celebration of freedom. And I'm wondering if there is a message for not just the Jews of Ukraine, but all of Ukraine in the message of resilience in difficulty and also freedom, the message of freedom.
I believe the way we fight for our freedom is the most important message. Because you can send a lot of messages with words, and they come from different people. But when it comes to actions, only a few act on their words. And today, I believe Ukrainian people show by their actions that they are fighting and protecting freedom, a principle of freedom. And principles are everywhere. And if our people won't be able to protect freedom in their own country, it will be a signal to all other countries that it is allowed to just come and stab, come and shoot, come and take other people's land. I believe the way our people act today is a signal to the whole world.
There is a chance that you will not survive this war. The Russians have made it clear that they consider you a Nazi, etc., all that nonsense. How do you want the Ukrainian people to remember you? How do you want your son and daughter to remember you?
A human being that loved life to the fullest, and loved his family, and loved his motherland. Definitely not a hero. I want people to take me as I am, a regular human.
You've inspired a lot of people, including not just here in Ukraine, but around the world. Who inspires you? Who are your heroes? Whose story do you look to for inspiration during dark days here?
Only the people. I believe our people are genuine and unique. And I just can't afford to be worse than them. When at certain moments I feel like all of this is dangerous, I understand that all the rest of us are going through this as well. What people are feeling like, who are in basements, who lost their children, what our soldiers feel like right now. And I understand I have to be the strongest one in this situation, and this is all. And the most important is the way my children look at me. They have to be proud of me. This is the most important thing. I do everything for this.
Is Ukraine going to win this war?
Yes, of course. And will.
Thank you so much for your time, President Zelensky.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck. Best of luck with what you do.
Glory to Ukraine. So he just wants to be seen as a human being. And his heroes are the Ukrainian people who are fighting for love and freedom. He's pure love. So if everybody put this hashtag, Stand With Ukraine, again, the world depends upon it. World love depends upon it. So my prayers and peace go out to Ukraine. Peace for Ukraine. So I'm going to play a song right now. I had Stevie Love on the show, and he sang a song, and I couldn't think of a song more appropriate for Ukraine. So please play the peace song.
Now I've been happy lately, thinking about the good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has become. Oh, I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world as one, and I believe it could be someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. Oh, peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Peace train sounding louder, glide on the peace train. Ooh-ah, ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on the peace train. Oh, peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh-ah, ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on, come on. Now get your bags together, go bring your good friends too, 'cause it's getting nearer and soon it will be with you. Now come and join the living, it's not so very far from you, and it's getting nearer and it soon will be with you. Now I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? Now out of the edge of darkness there rides a peace train. Peace train, take this country, take me home again. Peace train, holy roller, everyone jump on the peace train. Ooh-ah, ee-ah, ooh-ah, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ee-ah, 'cause it's the peace train.
Wow. Love you, Stevie. Love. Yeah, let's all get on the peace train. So love you, Tina. Love you, love you, love you. So Tina's been on the show many times. She's the executive director, founder, and creator of Hugs and Smiles Children's Foundation. And we did in loving memory to her dad, Arthur, who just passed recently. And we did it in loving memory to him. And Tina, I'm going to start crying right now about your dad and her mom, Blossom. I'm going to start crying. So I love them so much. So Tina, love you, love you, love you. My deepest heartfelt condolences. I'm so sorry for your loss. I love you, love you, love you, Tina. And I'm just so moved. It's such an emotional show for me. So right now we're going to love autism. So I had Stanley on the show last week, and Stanley Goodman, founder and creator of the Goodman Foundation, his son passed in a boating accident. He was autistic, and he found out after he passed that he wrote love poems. So he could hardly speak. He stuttered, but he wrote love poems. So Stanley published this book called The Unsung Hero of his son's love poems. So you can actually buy it on Amazon, and it's amazing. And you know, Rachel Barcelona, who's been on the show many times, she's like a superstar, and she believes in ability beyond disability. She has autism. So I'm going to play Rachel Barcelona so you get an idea of who she is and what she's all about. Please play the Sephora ad.
I'm Rachel and I have autism. I was diagnosed with autism at age 3. I have epilepsy and dyspraxia, which is another thing that comes with autism. It's kind of like a package deal. I had trouble walking, sitting. I have weakness in my hands. I couldn't even hold a pencil, but yeah, I was bullied a lot. Always being told that I was stupid. I remember being in my principal's office in preschool. There were doctors in there saying, this girl's never gonna amount to anything. It's hard because I never really thought of myself as beautiful for the longest time. But Sephora really inspired me. So it started from teaching myself how to hold a pencil to an eyebrow pencil, and I don't think I do a terrible job. I did my own makeup today. Recently, I found my own beauty. When my mom and I go into Sephora, I like playing with lipstick and lip gloss. But to be honest, I think that people shouldn't be afraid to go natural because you should embrace the beauty you have on the inside. As a kid, I wanted to be an author so bad. That was just within me. And now I'm in college and double majoring in creative writing and communications. Since I have autism, I used to hate loud noises. But right now, music plays a big part of my life. I'm going to have my own radio show that will explore the barriers between opera and heavy metal, and I'm excited. Well, I think everybody still struggles to belong. We always have to find our place in this world, and we're always working hard, but I think I belong now because I have people who care about me, they love me for me, and I'm starting to love myself every day, and that's good, right? Autism doesn't hinder people. We are not like what people see in the media. We are capable. I just tell myself, Rachel, you're not disabled. You can do this. We can conquer anything.
Rachel, love you so much. We can conquer anything. Yes, so Rachel, she's been on the show many times. She introduced me to heavy metal, so music is a big part of her life. She's passionate about music. So Stanley's son was passionate about writing love poems and poetry. So autism, they're passionate about certain things. Anyway, I love you, Rachel. I love you, Richard. Love you, Stanley. That was so beautiful. Wow. So I love you, Hilary. I want to introduce you to Hilary and Shat together. And love you, Hilary. I mean, Hilary's such pure love. And I actually met her last week on the show, and I said, you know, I would love you to be on the show because she's such pure love. And she loves her clients and everyone around her so much. From the bottom of her heart, she loves. She's just love. So I'm going to play a song, Rach, that, Hilary, let me know if it's something, I picked a special for you. So please play that song. So Hilary, what is that song that I just played?
That's a song called, I think it's called I Hate How Much I Love You.
Yeah, and you shared with me that that was your song with Jeffrey.
Sort of. Yeah, that's the song that I told him reminded me of him. Yes.
And what was the name again?
I hate how much I love you.
Yeah, you hate how much you love him. And how come?
If for anybody who has had an experience with somebody who is struggling with addiction, it's a really hard, complicated love. And it makes you question a lot of things about yourself, and it tests your boundaries. And there were times where I hated him for it, and there were times where now I can look back and thank him because I've grown so much from that. But yeah, I think that love can be toxic, and I think that getting out of toxic relationships are so important. And that's what I help people do. I help people move past it when they don't think they can. I help people know that there's a way out of things, know that there's a life outside of the addiction, and just to know that they can be loved, and addicts also can be loved, and that there is hope for you, and there's lots of helplines, and that's also what I help people do. So
Yeah, so what was his addiction?
he was an alcoholic.
Okay, so he was addicted to alcohol.
Yes.
And you hated loving him so much, even for 10 years.
Pretty much, yeah.
And what happened? You lost yourself.
I did.
Yeah, like
I did.
You stopped doing things that made you happy.
We call that a codependent relationship in the psychology world, yes.
Okay, and then,
Yes.
and
you feel very alone.
Yeah, yeah. So is there anything you'd love to say to Jeffrey right now? While
I
he's-
just hope that he's at peace. I hope that he's not hurting anymore, and I wish him, him and his soul the best, and those that loved him know that there's light at the end of the tunnel and that life goes on, and I wish them all the best.
Do you want to tell him how much you love him?
Oh, I love them so much. They know.
No. You're
Oh, he
speaking-
knows too.
No, he's right here.
I love you, Jeffrey.
There you go. Yeah, so you love Jeffrey so much.
Absolutely, I always will.
Yeah, yeah. So Sharon prepared a song for you and Jeffrey. And so Sharon prepared a song for both of you to love you. And Slick, it's the lost one. Okay, great. Got it. The lost one, yeah. Because you get lost, right? You lose yourself. So Shah specially prepared this for you and Jeffrey to love you.
Been a long time. I get lost in your eyes, and I feel my spirit rise and soar like the wind. Is it love that I am in? I get weak in a glass. in your eyes.
Beautiful. Love you, love you, love you, Sha.
Love you, Ken.
Love you, Hilary.
Love you too, Ken.
Yeah, so did you get lost in his eyes?
Yes, he had beautiful eyes. He did.
Yeah, he's got beautiful eyes. Very handsome. Yeah, so I
I
want
think
to
he
play this.
shaved his head once on a dare and it never grew back.
Yeah.
So he was a risk taker.
Yeah, that's how he went out. So, yeah.
So I want to play the slideshow of Jeffrey to let everybody see how beautiful he is. Please play the slideshow. Beautiful. Jeffrey's so beautiful. So what's it like to see that slideshow?
There was a slideshow at his. There was a slideshow at his funeral, so I have seen a slideshow before, and those are the pictures that I have of him. So I've definitely seen them before. I have my moments where I look at them. I also have lost many other people, so I have a running photo album of people who I wish to rest in peace.
So what's it like to see that slideshow of him that was just on just now?
It's beautiful. I think it's wonderful to commemorate somebody's life, and I believe that they stay alive in our memories, and that's, you know, if he isn't meant to be on this planet, then this is the way that we can remember him.
So what did you share with me about memories?
Refresh my memory.
I'll let Sharon. So Sharon prepared another song just for you and Jeffrey to love you. Love you, love you, love you.
Like the corners of my mind, misty
Love you, Chad. Beautiful. Love you, Hilary. So what's your favorite memory of Jeffrey?
Probably the time that he called me and told me that the girl from across the street found a mouse in the rodent trap and asked him for help, and he went over and he freed the mouse.
He loves animals.
He loved animals. That's how I remember him.
She got more than she bargained for.
You never knew what to expect.
You know, Sha, we have all these certain like special memories. I will never forget that Jeffrey saved the mouse from the girl, his neighbor.
He saved a mouse from death.
He
It was
saved
great.
the mouse.
And one of
Cheers to Jeffrey.
And one of the greatest things is when he did smoke cigarettes. So I would say that was also an addiction. But every time he went to buy cigarettes, he would put his change in the lung cancer awareness. You know, that was his heart.
She had a sense of humor.
Yeah, such a huge heart. So he would save the mouse. He loved everybody, such huge love. He put his money in the lung cancer even though he was addicted to cigarettes. I'll tell you, it doesn't get any better than this. He's just pure love.
It absolutely was.
So Hilary, I just want to say I love you, love you, love you. I want to thank you for being on the Florida Love Show
It's
today.
my pleasure.
You are just pure love. Really, love you, love you, love you. And Sha, love you, love you, love you, Sha.
Love you, Kenny.
So beautiful. So all you lovers out there, I want to thank you for watching the Florida Love Show today. Let's go out and spread love all over the world because all we have is now. So as I end every single show, who can you give a rose to? I love you. You've been listening to the Florida Love Show, where we've been spreading love in the Florida community. For more information, please contact me, Kenny Love, at 917-699-1995 or ken@florida-love.com or on our website, florida-love.com. See you next week, 3 p.m. Friday for the Friday Love Hour. Keep spreading love in your life and have a loving week. Love you all.